I want to ask you something. What do you think is under your feet right now? If you're standing on a path or a floor, the answer is obvious. But if you're standing on grass, in a garden, or near a tree in a park, the answer is something completely different from what most people imagine. I'm Caitlynn the Curious, and today we're opening a new case file. Today's question is this: what actually is soil, and why does it matter so much? Because here's something that surprised even me when I first looked into it. Soil is not just dirt. It is not just squashed up mud and old dust. Soil is one of the most complex living systems on Earth, and if you get it wrong, everything above it suffers. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Healthy soil, the kind you'd find under a meadow or around the roots of a thriving old tree, is actually full of gaps. Tiny tunnels and spaces and pockets of air, winding through it in every direction. Scientists call this soil structure, and those gaps are not empty. They are filled with air and water, moving slowly through the soil, the way blood moves through your body. That air and water is what tree roots drink and breathe. Yes, breathe. Roots need oxygen, just like you do. Pick up a handful of healthy soil and squeeze it tightly in your fist. Then open your hand. Healthy soil crumbles apart beautifully, back into loose, dark, lovely lumps. You can feel the life in it. Now think about the soil under a path where hundreds of people walk every day, or a car park, or a patch of ground that has been covered over. That soil has been compacted. The weight has crushed those tiny gaps flat. The air has been squeezed out. The water can't move properly. It sits in puddles or runs away entirely, rather than soaking slowly down to where the roots need it. Pick up compacted soil and squeeze it. When you open your hand, it stays squashed, like clay, almost perfectly shaped to your fist. Roots simply cannot push through it. They can't drink from it. They can't breathe in it. And a tree whose roots can't breathe and drink is a tree in serious trouble. Here is something I find completely fascinating. 1 teaspoon of healthy soil contains more living organisms than there are people on Earth. Billions of bacteria, hundreds of species of fungi, tiny creatures called nematodes, mites, springtails, all of them invisible to the naked eye, all of them working constantly, breaking down dead leaves and wood and organic matter and turning it back into nutrients that plants and trees can absorb. The soil is not just something a tree or a plant sits in. The soil is alive, and the trees, plants, and soil are working together. When soil is healthy, it feeds the tree. When the tree is healthy, it drops leaves that feed the soil. Each one needs the other. Scientists call this a cycle. Everything flows in a loop, and when one part of the loop is broken, the whole system feels it. In the case of the whispering oak, this is exactly what we discovered. The old oak had landscape fabric laid around its roots, blocking water and air from reaching the soil beneath. The soil under the tree had become hard, tired, dense, and compacted. The tree wasn't dying of old age, it was suffocating. It was thirsty, and until someone looked closely enough to understand why, nobody could help it. Here is your Caitlynn challenge for this week. Find 2 spots outside, one under a tree or on a patch of untouched grass, and one on a well-walked path or heavily used area nearby. Collect a small handful of soil from each spot. Squeeze them both tightly. Open your hands. Compare them. Can you feel the difference? Write down exactly what you notice. The color, the texture, how it smells, whether it crumbles or clumps. You have just done what real soil scientists do. They call it a simple squeeze test, and it tells you an enormous amount about the health of the ground, because looking closely at what's under our feet turns out to be just as important as looking up at the sky. Remember, look closer. Listen harder. Care deeper. That is the Curiosity Crew motto, and it starts right here, at the ground beneath your feet. Grown-ups, if you'd like to explore the story that inspired this with your child, The Case of the Whispering Oak is in the description below. I'm Caitlynn the Curious, and I'll see you in the next case file.